Okay, we're gonna get started now. Alice and Katie on standby.
All right, ready, Al? In 3, 2, 1.
Well, I suppose it's time to start writing. Oh, welcome back to Now You Know, your place to learn anything about everything. I'm your storyteller, Alexander Snodderly, and today we wanted to tell you the tale of one of the most important members of our crew, somebody near and dear to our hearts. This story is of Alice Wong. Our story begins with Katie as she invites Alice to the birdhouse.
Welcome back to the birdhouse. Today I've invited my good friend Alice Wong. She is here today. She's actually the custodian in our building and she's made a lot of impact on us all. So Alice, how are you feeling about being here today?
We're so excited.
Good, good. So let's just get into it. Tell me a little bit about growing up for you. What was that like?
Well, I was born in Hong Kong and raised in Hong Kong until my dad brought me here, and I love this place.
That's amazing. And what did your dad do? Why did he bring you here?
My dad is a businessman, and he wanted me to help him do his business, so I quit the job in Hong Kong and came here.
Wow.
Yeah.
How old were you when you moved from Hong Kong to America?
Oh, a long time ago, 20.
So kind of tell me about how is it different in Hong Kong versus Maryville?
Oh, big difference. We have 9 million people in Hong Kong.
Wow.
And we don't have a house. We all live in apartment. And too many people. So that's why I like here, Maryville, because San Francisco, just like Hong Kong, elbow to elbow, too many people.
Yes, so I'm sure it's very freeing to be somewhere where there's a lot of open space. Was there a lot of culture shock coming to America from Hong Kong?
Yeah. Hong Kong people kind of shy. They're not really hi to you. People busy. Rush. So when I first moved here, it's a joke. I keep run really fast. They say, "Are you in a hurry?" I say, "No, I'm not." So why you run? I say, "Oh, I used to be." So now I slow down a lot.
Hong Kong's etiquette is very different than the United States. You'll never see someone hug or kiss another person in public, especially if it's someone of authority. Things such as small talk or friendly greetings are uncommon, and being louder in general is considered rude and vulgar. The concept of face is also very important in Hong Kong. A look of dignity and reputation is important. So somebody who may be talkative and smiling all the time may feel out of place in that environment.
And I'm sure that's so relaxing for you. Just change of pace.
I like it.
That's amazing. That's so nice.
If I had to describe Alice, I would just say that she's a kind and very welcoming person that just likes to get to know everyone, know what they're doing, say hi to them, and she's just overall just a really kind person.
I think Alice is truly one of a kind. The way she's so respectful and generous towards people, I think it's so amazing, and I'm very happy that I get to experience it.
Just the sweetest, kindest person you'd meet. So nice, so comforting, just an angel, honestly.
I used to be a kindergarten teacher in Hong Kong.
Really?
My mama's same, but it's different from here. 2.5 years old, already learn how to use pen to write. Your hand is not developed yet, but Hong Kong education is like this. 2.5, you already start to write and read.
To provide some additional context, the Hong Kong educational system is free but isn't mandatory until age 6. Kindergarten can start at the age of 3 but is entirely voluntary. But with such a high emphasis on education in the country, many parents will jump at the opportunity to enroll their children in school. That being said, kindergarten tends to be centered around play-based learning and has adopted more Western methods as time has gone on.
I was at Daylight Donuts and I was ordering donuts and she walked in right behind me and was like, "Oh, like, hey Jason," like said hi to me. We started talking and she's like, "Oh, what donuts do you think everybody wants?" But then she starts talking to the owners and she started talking to their kid, and I talked to Will or Marla about it, and they were telling me, "Oh yeah, she just brings like their kids gifts and just make sure the kids have like clothes, or if she like finds any toys, she'll just bring them to them and give them to their little kids." I think they're about maybe 5 or 6 years old. So that was a super sweet moment that I had with Alice.
And I work in amusement park before. I played with dolphins all the time.
Oh my gosh, Alice!
I'm a guest relation.
That is so crazy.
I have a little story. Our president Bush come to Hong Kong, and my boss say, "You are so happy." So he have a lot of bodyguard, and I hold the umbrella because I don't know he's the president. So after they say, take away the umbrella, asked me a lot of questions. After I told my boss, I said, who is it? Why a lot of bodyguard? You don't know that's the president? I said,
You've met George Bush. And you didn't know it was George Bush.
because sunglasses and a lot of bodyguards. So my boss said, you are so happy. And I work in guest relations. But I feel comfortable because if I know that, I would be nervous. But after that, they
The park Alice is referring to is Ocean Park, Hong Kong, an animal theme park in Won Sok Hong. They have everything from a giant panda habitat to the world's largest aquarium dome. They opened in 1977 and continue to be the most popular amusement park in Hong Kong, even after Disneyland Hong Kong opened in 2005. Now the park focuses on animal rescue and shelter, specifically for marine life and the local panda population.
Oh, you've lived like so many lives. Alice the custodian, Alice the teacher, Alice the aquarium worker who assists George Bush, the president of the United States.
I feel embarrassing.
That's so cool.
I think they write in notes back to my boss after I come back, say she's friendly, she's happy.
Wow, you were complimented by the president of the United States.
I had talked about it. I was like, oh, we should get her donuts someday. Oh, we should get her something. And somebody had told me after that no, don't do that because she will immediately re-gift it to somebody else the very next night. She always wants to take care of other people, make sure everybody else is feeling great. And that's a moment that stands out in my mind, not necessarily the donuts, but her response to just freely giving to people.
Nice. And so how long have you worked here at Northwest?
2 years.
2 years, that's amazing. And what drew you to this job specifically?
I love this job. My job is make sure this building is clean. I don't want anybody sick. I sanitize anything, and I love this job.
She brought in 300 fortune cookies for like everyone in Wells to have, and so that was our kind of midday snack, or some people it was just their whole meal for the day. And so I don't know, it was always really funny being able to read our fortunes each day and talk about what we thought those meant.
One of my favorite memories with Alice was when we were here working on our short films. We'd been here all night and she walks in with giant pans of fried rice for all of us. And we're all just like, Alice, why did you do this? But she was like, why would I not bring you guys food? You guys are hungry, you're here, so I'll bring it to you. And it was just amazing.
And so kind of you were telling me before we started this interview that the past custodian, he said that the students were not as friendly, but you've had a different experience.
Yeah, sometimes I look at this way, they are not friendly. They just sometimes, everybody's different. But when you step forward, say, hey, hi, how are you? We all human. They will say back hi to you. They won't say, oh, you say hi to me, I'm turning around and don't talk to you.
Here at Wells, really late, working on my pilot, and I was tired. I was just like drained a little bit. And she came in, saw that I was in there alone. She's like, oh, how are you doing? I'm like, oh, I'm fine, I'm just working on stuff. And she left, she went around to like clean, and I was just working on my pilot. She came back in a few minutes later with like a slice of chocolate cake. And she's like, you need to eat, here, for you. And I don't even like chocolate cake, but I ate it just because she gave it to me and it was so nice of her. So yeah, I think about that moment a lot, especially when I'm here late at night.
You have to sometimes don't try to say, oh, I cannot get along with him, I give him bad attitude. Don't do that. Like I see some student here, yes, they really shine. When I first start, hi, and then they just turn around and next day you say hi again, then they will say hi to you.
We were just hanging out in the lobby and Alice was walking by and like she asked like when her birthdays were because mine was coming up, and she got me a cheesecake on my birthday. And like I don't know, man. I haven't gotten a cake in a long while. She talks to me all the time where it's like, if it wasn't for us making messes, she wouldn't have a job. She loves her job and she loves that we like get to be with her in this. And I think that's what makes Wells so inviting, is that we have people like that.
Every time I see you guys, I worry about you guys. They didn't go sleep, they didn't eat. So I say, you still here? So most of the students say, I'm leaving, Alice, I'm leaving. I say, why they say like this? Oh, it's different from Chinese words. If Chinese words say, You still here means, oh, are you hungry? Do you need some rest? Do you want to go to bed? But I think different when I say to you guys, say, you still here? 99% that I'm leaving. Don't upset Alice. I said, why you have to leave? I don't understand. Oh, my point is I worry about you guys stay too late. You didn't eat dinner yet.
Oh my gosh.
Look like a little mama.
You are, I was just about to say, you are everyone's mom. You are Wells Hall's mother, and we cannot be more thankful.
I had been here days on end, just working on stuff, and the person that I would see the most consistently at that time was Alice. And we had had a lot of conversations about kind of how I was doing. There was one night she came in and she gave me a whole plate of food. And she just said, I don't want to disrupt your working, but if this is the way I can help, then I want to help. And I don't think I'd eaten in at least 2 days. So that was really nice of her.
So what do you think your purpose and goal is in life?
Well, I don't want to retire, but when I retire, I want to enjoy life. And if I can do it, my health still okay, I really want to be help like nursing home people and foster kids. If I can still walk. So my life is like this. I want to help people out, people who need help.
That's so amazing.
It's a joke. I told my boss, sometime they say, do you want to move to another building where I have open position? I say, no, if you want to move me, take Wells with me, move to another place. I'm not going to leave this place, I say.
Last year, the yearbook did a little feature on her, and they had her picture on a big spread in the yearbook.
So I got here one day super early, around like 5, so I could take your portrait for the book and everything. She's like, oh, no, my picture will look too bad. I am terrible. But once we started like chatting, I got to know her, she got to know me. I would just have to say chicken butt every 3 words, and she got a big bright smile, and I got the portrait of her in the book. And when it came out, everyone was so happy to see her. Everyone was like, oh my God, they covered Alice. It's so beautiful and pretty.
And I actually had her sign it, which was a really funny moment because she really didn't understand what I was having her sign that for. But I'm really proud that I have the signature of a celebrity.
Like a couple weeks later, she came up to me and she was like, I don't like my picture taken, but I'm so happy that it made everyone else happy. And I'm like, ah.
I think my mom told me before, since I was a baby, I happy all the time. I smile all the time. I don't grouchy, grumpy. When I was a baby, like wake up, and most of the time baby will like upset. She said, I just smile and just wake up.
That's amazing.
That's what she told me.
And that's just how you are. Ever since you were little, you've just always been a very outgoing and pleasant person.
Just want everybody have a happy face.
Because you make a huge difference at Wells Hall and at the Northwest community. So just thank you from the bottom of my heart for doing this interview. So nice.
Thank you.
Absolutely amazing.
Alice, I think you are the closest thing to an angel on earth. You are so kind, and we all genuinely appreciate the work that you do around here, and we all genuinely appreciate how you make us feel, and I hope that you feel that love reciprocated to you back, because we do genuinely love you here.
Trust me, you're always a highlight of my night. You're always there helping me out, making sure that I'm okay before you even do your cleaning job, which is just amazing to me. And I really appreciate your friendship, and it means a lot to me that you visit me.
Thank you. Like you help so many of the students here, and just seeing a smiling face and just hearing like your kind voice and just lifts spirits. And I know, like personally, and then even people that aren't me, you've just made their day when they may have been having a bad day, and you just made it a lot better. So thank you.
She's always asked how I was doing, if I needed anything, if I wanted help on anything. She's never not been there. And that sort of consistency and love, I hope to someday be able to give out to the world the same way that she has given that to me. And I love you, Alice. I really do.
Dear Alice Wong, how does one describe the joy that you have brought into our lives? For many years now, you have gotten us through so many dark times. Your kindness has never faltered, and your eagerness to get to know each and every member has been inspirational. I personally remember a time early on in my tenure within KNWT when I was just starting out. You were an immediate friendly face who I could talk to and ask anything, and I carry that with me to this day. You mean so much to a lot of people here, and I believe none of what we do could be possible without you. So from the bottom of my heart, thank you, Alice, for teaching us how to live life with kindness and a smile. Sincerely, Alexander Snodderly, now you know, and the students of KNWT and Wells Hall.
Hi Alice, it's me, Caleb Jones. Just wanted to come on and say I miss all y'all, and I will be back in December. One of my favorite things about Alice is the fact that she is just so nice and always brightens up my day. She is somebody I always looked up to, and as a mentor, you can never really bring her down. She's always fun to talk to, and honestly, I look up to her as a mentor because she is just someone I want to be like when I grow up. Well, more grown up. Yeah, I hope you're doing all right. Yeah, bye.